Authentic love is rarely loud. It does not always arrive with dramatic gestures, grand declarations, or endless promises. In fact, the deepest forms of love often move quietly beneath the surface of everyday life. When a man truly feels authentic love for you, it shows not in what he says once, but in what he consistently does over time. One of the first signs of genuine love is presence. When a man feels authentic love, he becomes emotionally present. He listens to you in a way that goes beyond simple hearing. He notices the subtle changes in your voice, the quiet concerns you try to hide, and the moments when you need support, even if you never ask for it directly. His attention is not forced. It flows naturally because your inner world matters to him. Another sign appears in the way he respects your individuality. Authentic love is not about control or possession. A man who truly loves you does not try to reshape you into someone more convenient for him. Instead, he becomes curious about your thoughts, your dreams, and your fears. He allows you to grow, and he supports that growth even when it challenges him. Love, in its most real form, does not shrink another person. It creates space for them to expand. Authentic love also reveals itself through emotional honesty. Many people hide behind masks in relationships, showing only what they think will be accepted. But when a man feels deep love, he slowly lowers his defenses. He becomes willing to show vulnerability. He speaks about his doubts, his past struggles, and the parts of himself he normally keeps hidden. This openness is not weakness, it is trust. Consistency is another powerful signal. Real love does not appear intensely one day and disappear the next. It moves steadily. A man who loves you authentically will show up repeatedly, even in ordinary moments. His care will be visible in small actions, checking on you, remembering what matters to you, and staying present during difficult times. These quiet patterns of behavior reveal far more than dramatic words ever could. You may also notice a protective instinct, but not the kind that limits your freedom. Instead, it is the kind that wants to see you safe, respected, and emotionally secure. When a man truly loves you, he becomes attentive to anything that harms your peace. He does not try to control your life. He simply wants to ensure that the world treats you with the dignity you deserve. Finally, authentic love transforms the way he sees the future. When someone loves deeply, they begin to imagine life with another person included in their path. Decisions slowly start to consider your presence. Plans become shared possibilities rather than solitary ambitions. This shift does not happen because of obligation. It happens because the connection has become meaningful enough that he naturally wants you beside him. Authentic love is not about perfection. It is about sincerity, emotional courage, and the quiet willingness to grow together. When these qualities appear consistently, they reveal something deeper than attraction or temporary affection. They reveal a bond that comes from genuine emotional connection. And in the end, authentic love is recognized not by a single moment, but by a pattern of presence, respect, honesty, and care that slowly proves itself over time. Emotional presence is one of the clearest signs that someone feels genuine love for you. It goes beyond simply being physically near you. Many people can sit beside you, talk with you, or spend time with you while their mind and attention remains somewhere else. But when a man feels authentic love, he becomes deeply attentive to your emotional world. His focus is not divided. He listens not only to your words, but also to the feelings behind them. You may notice this in the way he responds when you speak. He does not rush to interrupt or quickly change the subject to himself. Instead, he allows you the space to express your thoughts fully. Even small details about your day matter to him because they come from you. This type of listening is rare because it requires patience and genuine interest. It shows that your inner experience is important to him. Emotional presence also means that he becomes sensitive to changes in your mood. Sometimes you may say you are fine, yet something in your tone or body language suggests otherwise. A man who truly cares notices these subtle signals. He may gently ask if something is bothering you, not to invade your privacy, but to offer support. His attention is not driven by obligation. It arises naturally from his connection to you. In moments of difficulty, emotional presence becomes even more visible. When life brings stress, disappointment, or uncertainty, some people withdraw or avoid emotional responsibility. But authentic love encourages the opposite reaction. He remains present even when emotions become complicated or uncomfortable. He does not disappear when things are difficult. Instead, he stays steady and supportive, showing that your struggles are not something you must face alone. Over time, this steady emotional attention creates a deep sense of safety. You begin to feel understood without needing to explain every detail. The relationship becomes a place where honesty feels natural, because you know your emotions are seen, heard, and respected. Emotional presence turns ordinary interactions into meaningful connection, and through that connection, genuine love quietly reveals itself. Respect for your individuality is a powerful sign that someone feels authentic love for you. Many relationships struggle because one person slowly tries to change the other, shaping them into a version that feels easier to control or more comfortable to understand. But genuine love moves in a different direction. Instead of trying to reshape who you are, a man who truly loves you begins to appreciate the uniqueness that makes you different from everyone else. This respect appears in the way he reacts to your opinions, interests, and personal choices. Even when your views are not identical to his, he does not try to silence them or dismiss them as unimportant. Instead, he shows curiosity about the way you think. Your perspective becomes something valuable to him because it reveals another dimension of the person he cares about. He understands that two individuals can remain distinct while still sharing a meaningful connection. You may also notice that he supports your ambitions and personal growth. Authentic love does not feel threatened when you pursue your own goals, whether it is a career path, a creative passion, or a personal dream. He recognizes that these things are part of your identity. Rather than pulling you away from your path, he encourages you to continue developing into the person you want to become. Your progress becomes something he celebrates rather than something he fears. Respect for individuality also means giving space when it is needed. Healthy relationships do not require constant closeness or emotional dependency. A man who truly values you understands that everyone needs moments of independence. He does not interpret your need for personal space as rejection. Instead, he recognizes that maintaining your sense of self is essential for a strong and balanced connection. Over time, this respect builds a relationship based on freedom rather than pressure. You feel comfortable expressing your real thoughts and showing your authentic personality. There is no need to pretend or hide parts of yourself. When someone honors your individuality in this way, the relationship becomes a place where both people can grow without losing who they truly are. Emotional vulnerability is one of the strongest signs that a man feels authentic love for you. Many people spend years protecting themselves behind emotional walls. They learn to hide their fears, doubts, and deeper feelings because they believe showing them might lead to rejection or judgment. For many men especially, society often teaches them to appear strong, controlled, and emotionally guarded. Because of this, opening up emotionally is not something that happens easily or casually. When a man truly cares, something begins to shift inside him. The presence of someone he trusts slowly makes those emotional barriers feel less necessary. Instead of always presenting a perfect or controlled version of himself, he begins to reveal parts of his inner world that he normally keeps hidden. He may talk about past experiences that shaped him, moments where he struggled, or fears he rarely shared with others. These conversations are not simply casual stories, they are expressions of trust. This vulnerability shows that he feels safe enough with you to be genuine. Rather than trying to impress you with strength alone, he allows you to see his uncertainty, his hopes, and even his emotional wounds. In many ways, this is one of the most intimate forms of connection. When someone allows another person to see their imperfections and deeper emotions, they are revealing the most human parts of themselves. You may also notice that his emotional openness grows over time. At first, he may share small pieces of his thoughts and feelings. Gradually, as the connection deepens, those conversations become more meaningful. He begins to express what truly matters to him, what he values, and what he fears losing. This openness creates a space where both people can speak honestly without feeling the need to hide. Through emotional vulnerability, a relationship becomes more than simple attraction or companionship. It becomes a place where two people can understand each other on a deeper level. The willingness to be emotionally open shows that the connection is built on trust, sincerity, and the courage to be seen for who one truly is. Consistency in action is one of the clearest indicators that a man feels authentic love for you. Words can be persuasive and intentions can sound appealing, but without follow-through, they remain empty. Love is not just about what is said in moments of passion or excitement. It is about what is shown day after day through behaviors that demonstrate care, commitment, and attention. When a man loves genuinely, his actions align with his words, creating a dependable pattern over time. This consistency becomes evident in small, seemingly ordinary moments. He remembers the details that matter to you, your favorite food, the way you take your coffee, or the little things that bring a smile to your face. These are not gestures meant to impress. They are natural reflections of his attention to you. Over time, these small acts build a sense of security and reliability, showing that you are valued not just in moments of excitement, but in the routine of everyday life. Consistency also shows itself in how he supports you during challenges. Life is unpredictable, and difficulties often test the strength of a relationship. A man who loves authentically does not disappear when things get hard. He remains present, offering help, encouragement, or simply steady companionship. Even when circumstances are inconvenient or emotionally taxing, his commitment does not waver. Another aspect of consistent action is emotional steadiness. He does not oscillate unpredictably between affection and indifference. Instead, he demonstrates a reliable pattern of respect, care, and attention that you can depend on. This stability allows trust to grow because love is more than excitement. It is a dependable force that sustains connection over time. Through consistent actions, love becomes tangible and believable. It is measured not in dramatic statements, but in the repeated, reliable ways he shows he cares. Consistency transforms affection into a foundation, proving that his feelings are genuine, grounded, and enduring. Protective care without control is a subtle yet powerful sign of authentic love. It is easy for affection to become possessive or for concern to turn into overbearing control, but genuine love moves in a different direction. A man who truly loves you wants to see you safe, respected, and emotionally secure, yet he does not try to dictate your choices or limit your freedom. His care comes from a place of concern, not from a desire to control your life or decisions. This protective instinct shows in the way he notices potential challenges or harm before they become problems. He may speak up if he sees something affecting your well-being, offering advice or guidance when appropriate, but he does so gently without pressure. His approach respects your autonomy, recognizing that you are capable of making your own decisions. Rather than insisting on a specific outcome, he provides support and guidance, leaving the final choice to you. Protective care also manifests in emotional support. When you face difficult situations, he is there to listen, to encourage, and to stand beside you. He does not try to solve everything for you or make choices on your behalf, but he ensures that you never feel alone in navigating life as challenges. This balance between presence and respect for independence is a hallmark of deep affection. Another important aspect is that he prioritizes your dignity and self-respect. He does not tolerate situations where others undermine you or treat you unfairly, yet he does not demand that you rely solely on him. Instead, he empowers you to assert yourself while standing ready to protect your interests if needed. Through protective care without control, love becomes both nurturing and freeing. It shows that he values you as a complete individual, capable and deserving of respect, while also being willing to support and safeguard your well-being. This balance reflects maturity, trust, and a love that is authentic and enduring. Including you in his future is one of the most profound signs that a man feels authentic love. Love is not limited to the present moment. It naturally stretches forward, imagining a life shared together. When a man truly cares, he begins to see you as a part of his long-term plans, not as a temporary companion or a fleeting presence. His thoughts, decisions, and ambitions start to reflect the possibility of a shared journey, and this shift happens naturally without pressure or expectation. This inclusion shows in the way he considers your needs and dreams when making choices. Career decisions, personal goals, or even small daily plans begin to take into account how they affect you both. He starts imagining scenarios where your presence matters, not because he is obligated to, but because your relationship has become significant enough to influence his vision of the future. Your happiness, well-being, and growth become integral to his own plan. He also demonstrates this by initiating conversations about what lies ahead. He may discuss future possibilities, share his aspirations, and ask about yours. These discussions are not superficial. They are thoughtful and intentional, reflecting a desire to align paths and build a life that honors both individuals. Including you in his future shows that he values your perspective and wants to create mutual experiences, shared goals, and lasting memories together. Even in subtle ways, this mindset is evident. He may plan trips, make decisions about finances, or consider lifestyle changes with your involvement in mind. These actions demonstrate that he is thinking beyond the present moment and imagining a life where you are an essential part of it. When a man genuinely includes you in his future, it signals that his love is enduring and intentional. It reflects commitment, foresight, and a desire to grow together, showing that his feelings are not fleeting but deeply rooted in connection, trust, and shared vision. In the end, authentic love is not measured by grand gestures or fleeting moments of passion. It is revealed in the quiet consistency of presence, the respect for who you are, the courage to be vulnerable, the care that protects without controlling, and the vision of a future where you are included. When a man demonstrates these qualities, it shows a love that is genuine, steady, and enduring, a love that honors you, values you, and chooses you every single day. True love is not loud. It is lived, felt, and experienced in the patterns of trust, respect, and connection that grow stronger over time. It is in this subtle yet profound way that authentic love leaves its mark, creating a bond that lasts far beyond words.